Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I have another interesting video. This time working on a 2000, let me see, it's 304, 2004 Dodge Ram 3500 ST. This is a 5.9 liter six-cylinder diesel turbocharged. The customer complaint concern. This is coming from United Mechanics here in Virginia, Fredericksburg. They sent this computer to me because they said that after transmission was replaced, the vehicle had a dead battery condition. Truck was jump started, but when jump box was removed, the vehicle died. I tested both batteries and replaced the battery that fell with a dead cell, most likely probably shorted. The vehicle still will not start, has no ECU communication, gauges do not sweep. ECU is not not in operation, needs to be replaced or repaired. No start, no ECU communication, no gauge sweep. Those are just the notes on them. Yes, I was able to reproduce the concern. As you now see, I have fiber reference and I have communication. I will reestablish. Just want to show you that in there. That is the big number of the vehicle, the last digit 79153, and that is indeed Ram 3500 diesel. All I'm looking for here is to see fiber reference, see what the barometric pressure is reading here, and see if I change any piece because fiber reference are going to be just steady. That's the third one that I'm checking in here, so they're all good. In the battery voltage, so I'm going to change my voltage right here on this power supply. Now it should be less than 13 volts, and definitely the scanner is able to read the communication is established. So I'm going to raise it up again to 14, and we got now 13.8. Obviously, it's a little voltage drop in between connections or whatever, but it is working. All right, so I'm going to show you first. Let me find a picture. So this is at first, so I always take a picture of the computer. This is before any of the repairs started. I got 0 volts. I'm connected to the 5 volts the same way I am right now. And I always take a picture of that so we can see that I am in voltage on the multimeter right there, and it's reading 0.0033, so dead. Uh, I was trying to establish communication, no communication. I even tried to, because in this computer you need to enter the pin. It's not read by the just by the computer. But yeah, it didn't work. Um, I opened the computer and this is what I found. So we got a main power rail short that blew the computer apart. I had to replace, I mean, numerous of capacitors, diodes, just name it. Luckily, the way this computer is designed, let me just show you that here. So this is the entire computer open. The way that Dodge, this, or the fabricator, not Dodge because Dodge doesn't do the computer, but whoever built this computer for Dodge, this is a Cummins computer, um, made something really smart. So right here, they separated the bottom of the board with the upper section of the board. The upper section of the board controls the high voltage because this is again a diesel engine. So in the event, voltage regulator and everything is up in it up. In the event of something like this, a battery connected backwards, a battery shorted, because what would a battery shorted do? Kind of like you connecting the battery backwards, right? So that is, but whoever built this computer was smart enough to make that blow, and then protect microprocessors, RAM memory, EPROMs, and everything. So the computer, if as possible, it will be repaired, which is, again, this is a happy ending because the computer is on and is now working. So I contacted United before. I didn't wanted to do another video because that was enough of a proof that yes, the computer they know is dead, it's not working. So this is just a test for them. As far as powers and grounds, as I always share for everything and all the tests that I do, because it's pretty easy when you have this connected to the vehicle to understand and do your checks because you have everything right there. When I take it in here, I cannot build harnesses for yes every computer that walks in the door to me. Yes, when I have repetitive computers, I create a harness as you have or you will see If you check any of my other videos, like Fords, Marine Computers, some of the Audis, Volkswagens, Nissans, and so on, right? But this is not a very common computer to be sent to me, at least not yet. And that's also what I'm promoting with this video. If you have, you know, 5.9 diesel, 3500 RAM, and you have problems with the computer, please send that over. I have all parts in stock for this. This is what I do. As soon as I take a repair like this, I order everything I need to have it in stock and handy, so it's not going to be a delay for you. All right, so but again, the information wise, take this from Identifix. I selected this is just a PDF that I saved. Everything that I need, this computer needs in order to establish communication is in connector 2. Connector 2 is the one that has 50 pins facing the computer like this. This is connector C1 and this is connector C2. Looking at that connector, because I have it here, as you can see, pin 1 on the upper left corner and pin 50 on the bottom right corner. That is exactly how it is in here. I got a ground for the testing and that I'm doing here. I just need a ground. All grounds are shared. The main powers on pins 20, 30, and 40 are shared, so I can just put one of those. The ignition is not shared, so I have a voltage that I need to put in there. Uh, K line or pin 7 and 12 are here, and then pin 2, which is PCI bus. That's the way the communication of this computer is established, and then sensor ground and sensor power. Again, if I have a reference to make sure all that is good. But yeah, so that's the way those are here. Um, so I mark everything on this PDF. We got sent again grounds on 49 and 50, and if we follow this cable, it says 21. So all these grounds are shared and good. I tested. Again, 40, 30, and 20 are battery positives through a fuse link. So that's a constant power battery for the computer, and it turns on pin, I think it's 32. Yeah, 32, which says in here run and start. That will come from a fuse that is only on run or start ignition, right? So those are the main powers and grounds. Communication wise, which is that's what I like about these um, colored diagrams. They put those three cables right there, pretty easy to follow. So pin 7 is coming up to 16 on same connector C2. Pin 12 on the DLC goes up to 19. That's SCI transmit and SCI receive. And then pin 2, which is PCI bus, goes into pin 28 on the computer, which is marked as PCI bus. All right, so and just an easy one for me to check in here. I got sensor supply voltage on 23 and then sensor ground on 24. Very easy to check everything after repairs because they're all in the same connector. Now then, I mean, it's very minimum pinouts. On this one, we have a 60 pin connector and a 50 pin connector. But yeah, so everything is good. I'm going to um, turn the computer off one more time. So I'm going to get out of here. I'm using for this the top-down Phoenix Max. Really loving this computer. I hope that top-down steps up and actually help the technicians, and also a way to get rid of Autel is to promote these kind of tools when you have it, and then the subscription is about to expire after the 2 years of having it, and offer the same 2 years for a good price. I will be, very happy if a company like Tapdon opens the market and show the others that we're not here to just take advantage of the technicians. We're here to help them. We are here to stay. We are proving that we can do this. But yeah, okay, go back to what we're doing. So I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to turn the computer off so we can see that we have no voltage on the sensor ground. That is very normal on a capacitor dissipating. Okay, again, power on, immediately 5 volts. Hopefully the refresh rate is not affecting too much on the video. And then I'm going to do the same thing. You will see that auto scan does not work. Very common on these diesel computers because they don't store sometimes the beam, or they don't share it to the PCI bus, and it's not meant to do that. They usually take that from the instrument cluster. So again, but then you will just use the bin number. So 3D. Let me put the bin number. I'll be right back. All right, I enter the bin number. Click OK. That will automatically ID the vehicle for me and make sure that we are indeed working on the car. Because you can manually select the car, but with the VIN, it should come up with the correct vehicle, and then now you have quick access. Tap down, this is updated to the latest and greatest on tap down. It offers always warnings about removing other peripherals that might be connected into the uh, OBD diagnostics board to make sure that you're not going to lose communication because of that, etc., right? All right, let's just wait for this to establish communication. Takes a little longer. This is an older system. PCI bus is not the fastest, right? But again, everything is good. And right now we are going into PCM. We enter the PCM. If there's no communication, this is where you will know that you have no communication. Until there, until here, everything is just like universal. And here is where the actual scanner is talking to the computer. All right, so we can go to module information. Everything in there is correct. All right, so comments, which is great. So we know the data is indeed reading. We can read faults as again nothing connected. So we're going to have a bunch of fault codes that are not there or are here because it's not connected. But this is also good because it's telling me the computer logic is good. Then now read data stream. I'm just going to just select maybe just the battery temperature voltage. That's a 5-volt reference that I know. We can calculate or get, let me just see, ECM battery voltage, integer temperature. I mean, I think those are good enough for what we're doing in here. Again, the 3 5-volt references computers offers are all good. We got one in there, two shown in here, so all 5-volt references are good. And as I showed before, and I can graph this, let me see, yeah, that's a good thing. I can go and change the voltage, and we can see the drop in the voltage. I'm going to come back up, and we can see the immediate response on the scanner and on the numbers. So yeah, this is again United Mechanics here in Fredericksburg, Virginia. Thank you so much for sending this way. Again, for all that are visiting the channel, don't forget to subscribe. I hope that you can see that I'm trying to share as much as information. These are very, let's say, very easy to repair as far as the layout of the computer. I'm very familiar with Dodge and RAM and everything, so at least for me it's very easy. But when something like this happens, the computer is very well protected to at least protect the main components that you will not be able to repair. So this computer is very robust in that way. The rest is components that are very easy to access, very exposed, and they're not cheap, but we can get them and we can repair it. So no problem. All right, guys. So again, don't forget to subscribe. See you next time. Bye bye.